Hello, everybody, and welcome in to the Penny Bloom Podcast.
Tis
I, Colton Robertson, and you're back for the live commentaries of DC's Harley Quinn. I'm joined by Emily Thompson. What's up?
Not much. What's up with you?
Oh, just chilling. You know, day off.
Yeah.
We've been spending it nice and elevated. Nice
watched
and
Game of Thrones.
Watched a Game
Glee.
of Thrones. Yeah, we made an arrangement. We made an arrangement. I've been itching for a Game of Thrones rewatch. You know, House of Dragon is coming in 2022. Game of Thrones prequel, and I've been excited for it. So I've been wanting a rewatch of Game of Thrones. However, I knew that you would not want to watch Game of Thrones.
Icky.
And since we are always together, I was not going to be able to rewatch Game of Thrones unless we watched it together.
Wah, wah, wah.
So, the arrangement we've made is that for every episode of Game of Thrones we are going to watch an episode of
Glee.
And we began this arrangement today.
Yep.
We've watched. So since I'm showing you Game of Thrones, give me your thoughts of the first episode of Game of Thrones. How'd you feel?
I wasn't expecting incest. I wasn't expecting that. I knew there was going to be some gory stuff. I don't know what the villain is, really. Like, is it a spiritual demon thing? I don't know really what the storyline there is.
And that's why I'm so excited to watch it with you, is because you know nothing about it. And I knew some things about it before I watched it, and I missed like 5 seasons before I got in on it, you know? And you not knowing a thing about it.
I just don't know the tone. I
can't wait.
Is there a line with what they're gonna do? Like, in this, I don't.
Like, is there a line of dialogue that kind of frames the whole show?
Yeah, like they have. I don't even know.
So it's called the Game of Thrones, you know, and it's basically the entire show is going to be a race for that Iron Throne that Robert Baratheon has.
Okay, yeah.
So you've seen in the first episode, you saw Jon Arryn is dead. He was the Hand of the King, and the idea is that he was killed by the Lannisters, quote unquote.
Yeah.
And now they're hiring Ned to be the Hand of the King.
That's right. Okay, yeah. It's such a good storyline. Like, I remember we watched like the first 5 minutes at first, and I was like, I can't do this right now.
Yeah, it's
we were eating dinner. I was like,
because
not for me.
If you aren't knowing what you're expecting, you come into the very first scene is a zombie movie, essentially.
I'm like,
and it's like, I didn't realize what we were doing here. But yeah, first episode of Game of Thrones, phenomenal.
Wait, what are your thoughts on the first episode of Glee?
I was gonna give them, you know.
All right, give them.
It's a show that we will be watching. I can't.
Well, here's the thing. I have like a little childhood thing with it because I remember being younger. My mom would love watching it. She's like, you can't watch this. So I wanted to watch it whenever I got older. Mm-hmm. So it's like a really good show to me for that reason.
Well, and I'm sure you've got some more nostalgia coming with it. So it's a little more.
Sure.
For me, it's funny, you know, like, and more than anything.
And I've never seen it as a comedy. I've always seen it as a dramatic show.
I'm gonna feel bad watching this with you whenever I'm laughing at what's happening because it has to be in some way written as a comedy.
Like Finn Hudson straight up talking about how his childhood was sad because his dad. I don't want to give anything away, and Colton's over there laughing because.
Just because the way they explain the things.
The storyline is set up as the beginning of an Adam Sandler film, but still.
Dude, it's funny. It's just straight up funny. There are some things that like the fact that the teachers are so hardcore, like fucking.
Oh my god.
The kids are in their cast, you know, they do their thing. The populars are the populars, and the dorks are the dorks. And the fucking
and they only get
Glee
worse.
Club is in the basement.
They literally only get worse. It's a
horrible
show.
I'm gonna be watching the show as a comedy. I think I'm gonna enjoy it a lot more that way.
Well, now that I've gotten Twitter and realized how horrible it is,
dude, Will Schuester, man,
I can laugh at it a lot more now.
That guy, I was like, they're not gonna be able to give me a character I like less than this guy, and then they gave me his wife.
Oh, babe, you don't even know.
Dude, I can't stand the guy. I can't stand hardly anybody in the show right now, but that's part of what's
Terry?
making it
You
that's
don't
part
like
of what's
Terry?
making it fun, is because it's going to be hilarious to me, and that's what I'm going to enjoy about it.
I just need to see it as a comedy more. All right. Anyways.
Let's jump in.
Yeah, let's get into this episode.
So we're going to do a live commentary of DC's Harley Quinn, title being Harley Quinn.
We go into the mind of Miss Quinn.
Into the mind of
Miss Queenie Pop.
Miss Harley Quinzel. And this is a good one. It's it's mind-bending, no pun intended.
Sure.
There's a lot going on. And we get a whole bunch of sets of rules. You got Eternal Sunshine rules, stripper rules, hooker rules. We get them all this episode.
We get more of a look of them as a team, but
oh, for sure. This is like their first real...
in a different setting.
Yeah, this is like their first real challenge together as a squaw.
Working together, but not against crime.
Yeah, so if you've been with us for the last 4 episodes, we're going to queue up the episode. I'll give you a countdown, 3, 2, 1, and we'll press play, and we'll be off. So shall we roll the tape?
Let's roll the tape.
Let's do it.
Welcome to the Penny Bloom Podcast. Ain't another place that has got more bombast. Romp past your mom, dads, listening to Tomcats, talking everything that make you sad. We don't want that. We're here to make you smile. Put your mind at ease. Peace, love, and bloom, and always praise Keanu Reeves. This what we about. This some weeding now. We'll talk until we can't no more, and then we peacing out. Alright, let's go. Penny Bloom Podcast. It's the Penny Bloom Podcast. Penny Bloom Podcast. It's the Penny Bloom Podcast. Penny Bloom Podcast. Penny Bloom Podcast.
So, we're talking Season 1 of DC's Harley Quinn, titled Being Harley Quinn. I'm going to give us the countdown. We've got it queued up on HBO Max. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, punch it, and we'll be off.
Let's do it.
So, in 3, 2, 1, punch it. And we're off.
DC Universe Originals.
Yep. We've got
Batman.
Got quite the universe here.
Superman. Wonder Woman. Aquaman.
So
Flash.
If I'm presenting you DC projects coming up, we've got like Suicide Squad coming later this year.
I thought that already came out.
We got another Suicide Squad coming out. That's supposed to be a lot better. And then we've got the Batman with Robert Pattinson.
Really?
Yeah.
That hasn't already come out?
Nope.
Nice.
So we've got a lot of DC stuff coming, and I'm very excited. Joker 2 is reportedly still in development with Joaquin Phoenix.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, we've got, like, DC seeming like it's about to actually hit a little bit of a stride.
I'm excited because I've never been into DC before, so now I can, go watch that stuff in theater.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that they get their shit together, Warner Brothers-wise, because Warner Brothers kind of sucks. The corporation side of things,
Bro, what if they're listening right now?
Then fuck them, fuck them. But,
sorry, Mr.
let's get into
Warner
this
brother.
a little bit. Sorry, I got distracted talking about DC as a whole. We got Harley
looking for her lair.
She's doing some real estate. She needs a lair for her and her crew.
Yep.
And she's presented with some options that aren't very fitting of her. They're not quite what she'd be looking for.
Yeah, nobody really wants a volcano or a freezer, essentially.
Yeah, and a mole, the best one for me was the mole lady one. I'm surprised she didn't go with, an underground series of tunnels is pretty dope regardless.
I guess so. I guess she wants something more modern,
I suppose. I love them making this reference to the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I didn't understand it the first time. I was like, wait, so are they the Suicide Squad?
So Harley says, it's a group who's been trying to get me to join forever. So it's like they've been sending her merchandise and stuff. They're trying to recruit her, supposedly. But those shirts really cause a mix-up for Cyborgman later. He believes they've committed suicide as a group.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember that now. All right.
It's not good. Not good for him. What's that going to do to his property? His property value.
Uh-oh. Harley's having a mental breakdown.
We have Harley freezing. She's
said,
having
I don't know,
a
I
level
don't
4 brain
know.
freeze, according to Psycho.
Yeah.
Dry
Well,
clean only. Fuck this.
Yeah, first he's going to complain about his shirt. And then...
I love the voice actor for Dr. Psycho. I think his name's Ed Hale. He was also in Arrested Development. He was Buster Bluth.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah. Maybe you'll hear him a little bit more.
Oh, yeah, I hear it now.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
Yeah, this cast, I know we've talked about it before. It's just so damn good.
It is. I want to see it
perfect.
I want to see them at like a table read or something.
I'd be willing to bet they're probably visiting like Comic-Cons as soon as they're allowed to. Like at San Diego Comic-Con, they'll probably have a booth or something for DC's Harley
That's
Quinn
awesome.
with Ron Funches and Lake Bell and Ed Hale and Kaylee Cuoco.
Haley Cuoco? Are you serious? Who's she?
Kaylee Cuoco?
Yeah.
She's Harley Quinn.
Oh.
The flight
Oh,
attendant?
yeah. You told me. Never mind. I forgot.
I was like, do you by chance think I'm speaking of Haley Cuoco?
Yep.
Was that what you were thinking of?
Yeah. I was thinking it was going to be Ivy, too.
You were like, is Haley Cuoco Ivy? Please tell me Haley Cuoco's Ivy. I had a crush on Haley Cuoco when I was little.
Everyone had a crush.
Lemonade Mouth came out, and I was like, oh.
I had a crush on that entire cast, bro.
They were all
well,
cute.
except for the Adam dude, or
I thought
the weird redhead.
I remember
guy.
him playing like Luther and A Pair of Kings.
Oh,
yeah,
yep.
that show?
Yeah. I watch that show occasionally.
I watched that every now and then.
Okay, so they are
baby
inside
I
Harley's
am.
mind right now, and it's actually quite clean, like a little museum of memories.
And what's funny too is that our talk of childhood TV is not too far off from a subject in this museum of memories. We got Frankie Muniz, who pops up, famous for Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah, you're right.
I loved that show when I was younger too.
Oh, little baby Harley.
Just chopping off her dad's action figure head.
It's her most favorite memory.
It's a prize,
It's amazing.
And I appreciate anyone telling their high school class to fuck off.
Yeah. If I could have done that, I would have, you know.
And see, what's interesting is I remember when I was leaving high school, I remember thinking like, man, everybody's in a real hurry to get out of here. But I also know that everybody is like really good friends now. And they need to think about that for a sec. not worry about running away so fast.
Yeah, that makes sense. I get that. Like,
I mean, I wouldn't go back. But
yeah, same. Me neither.
I certainly wouldn't go back.
Me neither, but
like,
why in such a rush?
I think everyone. Why you want to be an adult so bad?
Yeah, I remember just
savor these last few moments
exactly.
as a child.
After my graduation, I literally just sat in my car and this empty parking lot while everybody was at this party. Everybody was like, Emily, are you going to come to this one? And I was like, I'm just sitting here in this empty parking lot wondering what the fuck I'm going to do now.
Yeah.
Like,
what's next?
It's 9 p.m. I've just graduated high school and I already just want to go to Kansas City and just be done.
I get you.
Meet the love of my life.
Yeah, apparently.
Do a little Harley Quinn podcast with them.
Yeah, we 5 months strong at this point. 5 months strong. Impressive. But
anyway,
Harley Quinn's origin story here, part of it's cut out. She's blocking out a part of her memory, repressing it. And obviously it's stripper rules. She's not supposed to touch. She's supposed to look.
As Psycho said before.
But Harley was just abiding by stripper rules.
Just
She was touching herself.
You can do that.
You can do that as a stripper. That's perfectly allowed. And
now her brain is on lockdown.
I appreciate that nobody was going to let Psycho go into Harley's brain alone, though.
Yeah.
Because that's just a bad idea.
Yeah, it's protecting her.
Yeah,
it's a good idea on Ivy's part. She's always looking out for Harley.
Jesus Christ!
This place isn't ready. You'll come back tomorrow. Tomorrow!
This is a good episode for Cyborgman for me. This is one that has been accused heavily of anti-Semitism, though.
Oh.
Specifically for a reference later to, quote, Jewish lightning.
Yeah.
Which is
he
the insinuation
racist.
That a Jewish landlord would burn down their property in order to get the insurance money.
Yeah.
That's not a good... That's
he's
not a great
He's a racist dude. He's like Pierce from Community.
He reminds me of Pierce from Community a lot. Mm-hmm. But he is also Jewish. Like, that's that's another part of the writer's room supposed self-deprecating comedy.
Oh, are the writers Jewish?
A lot of them are.
Okay, yeah,
So
I remember
that's
you
always
telling me
that's
about
always
this.
their defense to the accusations of anti-Semitism.
Yeah, still.
It doesn't look. It's not a good look.
We
It does create a good comedy though, with them ultimately trying to burn the bodies.
Yeah, you're right. We got little Harley's beating the shit out of Shark Guy.
Oh yeah, the little Harley beat the shit out of King Shark.
King Shark.
And this is where you realize that Harley's been fucked up a while.
Yeah, you're like, oh my god, she's got demons in her head.
Before Joker.
She's got some childhood fucking trauma.
Yes, she does indeed. And I appreciate that her mind has all the power, you know. Like, they can fight back, but, you know, if they die here, they're done. Just like Nightmare on Elm Street rules.
Yep.
We also get like...
Nightmare on Elm Street rules.
Yeah. I like that they keep dropping in those references. They also got like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind rules because of them altering the memory later.
They're just gonna escape through an elevator now.
Yeah, and cut this little Harley's head off. It's funny that Harley's so comfortable with just, you know, murdering her childhood
self. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be cool with that. I'd be like,
it'd be a little scarring, you know, theoretically.
Yeah, for sure. But I guess if I was a little demon, I'd be a little bit more cool with it.
Yeah, I guess if a tiny thing that looks like a childhood me is trying to murder me and my friends, maybe it's a little easier to, you know, cap that thing off. But she really
just straight up stomped on her
skull, just destroying everything.
And here we are at the optic nerve,
where they see Cy and his old pal Golda from the
about
the ages
to
of spying.
Put them into a fire.
Theoretically. They got to come up with that idea.
Oh, they're about to come up with the idea.
Yeah, they're quite the duo, and I appreciate that Cy has a little bit of a connection to his background here. We get a little bit of a vague understanding of how Cy is the way he is. He was a spy. It's like Nam after the U.S. pulled out,
and he's like, "Come on, come back to the spy life."
Cy, who armed Bin Laden in the 80s. Like, goddamn.
He was
dirty.
working back then.
No, yeah, he wasn't doing great.
And he's still not doing too great.
Cy, he's so gross. He's just an icky character.
Yeah.
But he gets his moment. He gets his moment for sure.
Yeah, we'll see. But are they ever going to get out of Harley's brain?
That would be
what I'm
of
wondering.
concern. Have you ever been trapped inside someone's brain?
No.
Trapped in your own brain, perhaps?
No, not usually. No.
Yeah, it's not an activity I've taken part in, and I've certainly
this
never
is
been.
the sad part, actually.
Yeah, you know, her
we go to her
is
subconscious.
full of Joker.
She can't stop thinking about him.
And it's not that she so much misses him. It's that he has shaped so much of who she is now. Mm-hmm. In her mind as of now.
As of now.
She believes he's shaped her completely.
As of now, though.
That he is the creator of Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
You know? It's not until later she kind of realizes
that she is her own herself.
And I appreciate this evolution of Harley Quinn's character.
For sure.
The beginning of the story is just really emphasizing her becoming Harley Quinn. You know?
And then at the end we get her coming to terms that, well, we'll see. We'll see.
But you know, I like that the title
away.
of this episode being Harley Quinn is a play on being John Malkovich, another set of rules we got in this.
Who's John Malkovich?
Being John Malkovich is an actor, and Being John Malkovich was a movie in the 90s or maybe the early 2000s about a guy who literally can control John Malkovich through his head.
Okay, I see.
So,
but we have a saving grace here.
Deus Ex Machina, if you will.
Yeah.
As Clayface proposed, and I like that King Shark is like, well, I'm sorry you didn't get that Machina thing, but that's funny because that was a Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah. Who is this kid?
You know, it's a legend. It's Frankie Muniz, the inspiration for WandaVision season
11-year-old Frankie Muniz.
Yeah, episode 5 or 6 or something. Yeah, the Malcolm in the Middle ass intro for WandaVision.
Oh my goodness.
I love that
this
the
is
idea
just
here
a
is that
little
Harley,
bit weird.
Oh yeah, Harley's
still
truest,
gushing over her 11-year-old crush.
Harley's truest love was Frankie Muniz. And I think it's funny that her plan was to trap him with a child at like 14.
It's kind of funny. You kind of just hold on to those things like your childhood crush.
Who is your childhood crush? Celebrity crush?
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron. That's a good one.
For sure.
That's a good one. I liked Hilary Duff.
Or
Jamie Lynn Spears.
Jade West from Victorious.
Also Jade West for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep, that was a good one.
Them's my peoples.
And I love that, you know, Cy and Gold are just reminiscing on their days as spies together, you know. God, we're about to burn these bodies, and I can't help.
They're throwing these bodies down like a 10-foot drop.
I can see, like, that meme of Future texting on his phone, like, hey, about to burn these bodies. Can't help but think of you. Hope you're doing well.
Oh my god. That sounds like the beginning of, like, a Drake song.
Drake's manipulative.
Oh my goodness. Poor Drake.
Poor anybody who associates with Drake. And they run out of diesel and they crash.
RIP.
I appreciate the effort though. I like that Cy is just a series of failing technology.
He keeps standing back up though.
Until it ultimately works for him.
He just keeps going.
He just keeps going. He's had a lot of alterations from his time in the CIA or wherever he's from.
Just keeps going on and on.
Just keeps going on and on and on and on. Damn Glee. Fuck you, Glee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that Poison Ivy's gushing over how Harley's the only human she's ever gave a shit about here.
I love that. She's like, she's the only person worth a shit.
And I love that earlier when Harley and Poison Ivy were talking to each other in the Museum of Memories. There was a painting behind them.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we noticed literally the exact same things.
And it was the photo of
like,
Poison Ivy and Harley when she was Arlene Quinzel being her therapist. And I was like, oh, that's like a big part that was like, had its own pillar in the middle of her Museum of Memories. I thought that was
so
cute.
Cute. They're so cute.
They're my favorite comic book couple.
And now Harley's got to face her demons.
Ooh, that's a fun question. Favorite comic book, TV show, movie couples? Poison Ivy and Harley, WandaVision.
Ooh, you cannot make me choose. You can't make me choose between DC and Marvel.
There's so many.
That's out of pocket.
There's so many. You know, you got Tony and Pepper Potts.
Dude, little Harleys are creepy as fuck.
Yeah, they're scary, and I appreciate Clayface making the sacrifice. You know, he's gonna transform into Frankie Muniz and take the fall.
Aw, it's so nice of him, though.
Clayface has a heart of gold. You know, he's a bad guy, but he's not a bad guy.
He's always taking one for the team. You'll see that.
Yeah, you always do. And next episode, they comment on how while her crewmates are willing to go that extra mile for her, she's not really willing to go the extra mile for her crewmates.
Exactly. Yeah, just as Joker did to her.
Exactly. So,
wah, wah, wah.
And I like how we're noticing those things, like them doing things for her without her really doing things for them early on. So it builds up into this. Into that
huge ball of...
Yeah, into that next episode where it's Clayface's hand gets left behind and stuff.
Yep.
We're going in the fire. About to burn some bodies. Just some, and all these repressed memories of Harley's
Up in Arkham
Asylum, and I think that's fitting. When's
Oh
Daddy
my
done
god,
with
her
his
dad
business?
is just getting beat up.
That would be rough. And I like that she realizes why she went to juvie here, because she broke her restraining order over Frankie Muniz.
Rip.
Sorry, Frankie.
She loved him.
And I like that this one has a bunch of caution tape. It has don't. She's like, fuck that. I'm going in.
I'm going in through this door.
And here we see Joker and Harley and her origin story.
Her origin story. We
where
find
Joker
out what really
is
happened.
being pretty manipulative. You know, if you love me, take the jump.
Yeah.
But he does not push her in the acid. She takes the leap on her own.
Yeah. She really loves him.
At the time, she really
A
did.
dream come true, Puddin'.
What this does help is Harley realizing everything up to this moment has been her choice.
She made herself.
She made
Joker
herself.
never.
And there's a weird comfort in that.
Yeah.
It's not that this man created me. It's that, oh shit, I was always in the driver's seat.
Mm-hmm.
He just fucked with me.
Yeah, and manipulated me.
He's not in control of me. He's like, you know what, fuck this. I'm in control here. And I love it.
She goes.
Wait, what?
She goes into her. What is she going into her past self?
Her past self, and it's like it's just fucking with the memory. You know,
Yeah.
She's changing her origin story. You know, because this is no longer her origin story. It's from episode 1 when she came to his lair and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
It's becoming that. That's her new origin.
I love
story,
that.
You know, it's her
telling
reclaiming-
Joker go fuck himself.
Yeah, reclaiming who she is. You know.
It's beautiful.
It was when she was like, fuck this, I'm done. And she beat the shit out of him. And we get to see her beat the shit out of him again, which frankly is a joy. Joker's a fuckboy, as I've said on numerous occasions.
And he's like, oh, I may have not created you, but I named you.
Oh, you got Harley Quinn from Harleen Quinzel. Good job. Wildly creative, Joker.
Fucking loser.
This isn't Eternal Sunshine rules. I love it.
And Harley's like, my mind, my rules.
Just fucking on him.
If you're watching with us right now, that would have lined up perfectly.
It did line up perfectly. It did line up perfectly. You timed that.
Just saying.
Oh, look at that photo.
Oh, I know. They're hugging. It's amazing. We need to put that on a poster.
What's that?
We need to put that on a poster.
Oh, yeah. That'll be a cute one.
Mm-hmm.
We need to make a Harley and Poison Ivy poster.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do
Why
that.
haven't we thought of that?
I put them on parts of posters.
Oh, Harley and Clay.
And he says, I'm getting hard.
Oh, yeah. His leg is getting
his leg
hard.
Is getting charred. He's like, my phallus is not erect.
Oh, my gosh.
They've got the whole... I can't believe that Cyborgman and Golda can lift King Shark.
And I don't get why they did Clayface first, you know? Like...
It seems kind of discriminatory, you know what I'm saying? They were going with Clayface and King Shark first.
Yeah, like...
Why you can't fucks with these humans first?
Exactly.
But I love that, you know, they segue Cy trying to, you know, kill them.
Yeah, I feel like they feel empathetic for him somehow. Or some way.
They're like, at least we get this kick-ass mall out
Yeah,
of it.
for
And
free, basically.
This is Harley Quinn this is Harley Quinn's lair.
Yeah.
This is what it's supposed to be. You know, the abandoned mall rat. You know, she grew up in the 90s, in the 80s.
This is her brand,
This is her
you know?
brand, you know? It's just perfect.
And she's like, I'm not going to pay rent, and I won't kill you. That's
He's
the
like,
rent.
That's fair. That's fair. You know, it's an even trade as long as I get to come along on your heist. And this is the part
Classic
that really
old dude.
really sets him up to be like Pierce from Community.
Yep, he wants to join on the heist.
Yeah.
He wants to feel young again.
Yeah.
Psycho looks like a little kid with his shirt on backwards.
His shirt's on back. Like, why do you put it on back?
I
It looks
don't
like
know.
a priest.
He's a fucking psycho, bro.
It's in the name. Well, another week, another episode of Harley Quinn.
I'm excited for next week.
Ooh, next week's a
You're
good episode.
You're a damn good cop, Jim Gordon.
You're a damn good cop, Jim Gordon.
Yeah, why did I say it like that? You're a damn good cop, Jim Gordon.
Boy, oh boy. Gee willikers, Jim Gordon. You sure are a good cop.
Batman would say that.
Gee willikers,
Gee
Mr. Gordon.
willikers, Jim Gordon.
You really killed it out there today. By the way, I'm Bruce Wayne. But goddamn, I love this show. It's a good one.
Yeah, me too. I love that I get to rewatch it every week. You know?
Yeah, I like the pick because we have rewatched it a couple times already. So getting that once a week is nice.
Getting my refill.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
It's
well,
too good.
This was the 94th episode of the Penny Bloom podcast. If you want to enjoy The Bad Batch on Disney Plus, you can check our weekly podcast out called The Bad Batch Bitches. We've got extended, unedited podcasts on patreon.com/CoroBloom. That includes some wild conversations.
Super funny.
Super funny. I can guarantee. Out of pocket for sure. Deviant, even. And you can follow us on Twitter at PennyBloomPod. On Instagram at PennyBloomPodcast. I was Colton Robertson. You are?
And I am Emily Thompson.
I love you very much.
I love you too.
And remember, peace, love, and bloom. And always praise,
Keanu
Keanu Reeves.
The end.